So, I had you guys submit your cringe stories. I think there's like a couple, but most of them are saying the most cringy thing I did was watch BerryCrepe. So, thanks guys, you got me! You got me! I wanted to know if anybody else has had any cringe moments because I've had some peak cringe in my life. You know about my trash heap in my closet. You know about how I stream. That's pretty cringe. Oh yeah, you know about how I got my underwear frozen. You know about when I prayed to God to be a vampire. Yeah, you guys already know a lot about me. So I was hoping that maybe some stories today would help me understand you and feel better about myself, which is important. Okay, first story. In freshman year of college, a girl invited me over to her apartment at 3 a.m. Wait, that's actually huge. That's huge! When I got there, she invited me to cuddle and watch anime. I had stopped watching anime for about 5 or so years when she suggested to me watching Chainsaw Man. I didn't think it would be anything crazy. Chainsaw Man's pretty good, actually. I like the manga. I ended up really liking Chainsaw Man when she finally made a move and tried to put her hand down my pants. We were in episode 3! And I was completely invested in how Denji would defeat the battle. When she asked me if I wanted to have sex, I said no, and she kicked me out. So I guess I cockblocked myself by watching Chainsaw Man and had to walk 3 miles in the snow back to my dorm. The experience kind of sucked, but I would do it again. Bro, you were so invested in the show. That's kind of Giga Chad. Yeah, you were there for the 2D women. You were there for the 2D ladies. Yeah, Denji would probably not approve. I'd do it again. Yeah, no premarital sex. No premarital sex. I don't think this one's that bad. I think it's kind of a funny story. I like that you basically admitted that you don't care. Thank you for sharing. Oh, one time I was watching a VTuber debut a new model and I shouted GYAT at the top of my lungs, but I forgot I was in public. First of all, Link. Who is this? Wait, it must be a 3D model because they'd have to turn around, right? So they had like the big tushy. Was this wacky? Do you think this was wacky? Denji can wait. There are VTuber models that are just ass. Like bad? Or you mean like you can see it from the front? You can see what's in the back from the front. Can you see what's in the back from the front? Then that's pretty good. How did yelling GYAT at the top of your lungs end up being like a life lesson? The next one's kind of based. So there was this time my wife asked me to lick her feet for $5. I did. Like, were they dirty or? I don't think the state of her feet would make me want to know if it was bad or not. And maybe if they were like covered in peanut butter, but I don't know. I mean, you got $5. That's pretty good. Easiest 5 of my life. That's what I'm saying. Was this 5 doubloons? I would lick his wife's feet too. Yeah, me too. But yeah, I would say this is Giga Chad. I like that you got to do something nice for your wife, and now you get a cheesy burrito. So congratulations. When I was in 1st grade, my homeroom teacher brought in a zoologist as a guest speaker. That's huge! Wait, that's so cool! We only ever had Amish people, and they made us churn butter for them and give it to them. She asked the class during her presentation if we know who Jane Goodall was. She's famous for working with chimpanzees. Oh, I do know her! Okay, I raised my hand, and when I was a kid, I considered dude to be gender neutral because people use it that way. I still say dude. I guess I'm an asshole. I got as far as the dude who... Oh. Before my teacher cut off and went on a speech about how women can be animal scientists too. No! And important jobs aren't just for men. While I sat there in shame for a single accidental word. So yeah, I got shamed as a 6-year-old for being sexist, for not having a perfect grasp of the English language. You're in 1st grade! You're in 1st grade! Oh my god! That's pretty bad. I feel sad for you. Oh my god, that's horrible. I think that one makes me feel pain. Is that the one where Kanegi's like... that makes makes me feel pain. Oh my God, that was really mean to do that to you. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I would throw up. In middle school, there was this girl I liked that had a cute dress on for an event. Oh my God, you guys were going like Easter egg hunting or something. I proceeded to do the impossible and talk to a girl for once in my life and decided the best course of action would be to say, I like your dress. It's so kawaii. And I swear the look on her face was the most disgusted look I've ever seen. Oh, bro! Oh my God, I'm gonna be honest. This is probably gonna get me cooked, but I was the biggest weeb loser in middle school. I'm not calling you a loser. This probably would have worked on me. But to be fair, I had a very broken home, so I don't think you wanted to fish in this pond anyway. You did not want to fish in this pond, bro. But that was a good try. One day, the cool coach approached me and asked me if I knew about creating smoke for a cool entry onto the field. Oh, so like whenever people walk into football and it goes, and then it's like gas, gas, gas. I see, okay. I told him that there are a couple different methods, using CO2 or smoke grenades. He said do some research. Not at school. Researching grenades at school is a bad idea. Why is bro employing you to make a bomb? I found a few things online and wanted to try, so my buddy and I went to the store to pick up some supplies. Later that night, we cooked what we thought was going to be a smoking mixture after it was lit. We went outside behind my house to a street that was seldom used and set the smoke grenade off. As it turned out, the recipe for a smoking mixture is very similar to an
incendiary.
Oh, I know the word. I just didn't know how it was spelled. Incendiary. As this thing started to burn hotter and hotter, my buddy and I got more worried and backed up. It got so hot, it burned through the steel soup can. Oh my God, and then through the asphalt. My buddy and I looked at each other and walked away. You started a fire and then just left. Oh my God. You just walked away? Like you just found that online, right? So you can just type in how to make incendiary, and then you can just do that. No. I'm not encouraging people to make Molotovs. Thank you for sharing your story. I won't call the police on you. Accidentally opened furry tentacle smut. Can I like throw these around the furry tentacle smut in front of a good friend when we were playing games of League. Oh yeah, you were cooked already. I knew him for like 8 years after that, and it was never brought up again. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Get out! I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here. I like League of Legends. I was a furry, and now, yeah, there's a lot going on. Maybe I wrote this. Would you guys be surprised if this was my story? The only thing I can think of that's what's the word I'm thinking of that girls do is sometimes you like share nudes and then you get a critique. Do guys do that? Do guys do that? The summer after graduating high school, I was at Universal with 2 of my best friends and my ex, who was not coincidentally dating one of them. Yes, I was basically cucked and she sucked. Your friend? The 4 of us were in line for a ride, and I don't know how, but men kissing was brought up. Okay, this is, how come every conversation at a roller coaster park is always wild? You have people talking in front of you about like sexual stuff. You got like the band kids making out, like leg rubbing all over each other. I don't know why every theme park line is so sexually charged every single time. I think it's like a buff on Spawn or something. My ex thought it would be funny to ask me and my friend, her current boyfriend, I'm so sorry, to kiss. Oh my God, wait, she's like what is it called, chat? Like the yaoi girls, food Joshi? Is that what it is? I think it's that, right? As like Fujo girls, I joked. Sorry. I joked about it, but didn't actually want to do it. My ex whispers in his ear and then gives me a serious look and asks if I could be chill and do it for the joke. Oh my god, you already said no. That's so invasive and rude. We kiss. It's fine. Oh, it's funny. The night goes on. Later that week, my friend tells me that she whispered that she would blow him if we kissed. So I just say nice and dap him up. What the fuck? That was like 9 different stories in one. Oh my god. You have lived a crazy life, brother. That is a crazy story. Oh my god. There are the same women who later complain that they can't find a good man. What's it turn into this? That is so sad. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. You did not deserve that. You were so nice. I watched BerryCrepe. Yeah, good job. Thank you for submitting your cringe story. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great night. And, you know, I hope nothing bad ever happens to you. Thank you very much. Once upon a time, there was an elementary school kid who was chaotic, but very neutral majority of the time. Oh, okay, that's like a... What is that called, chat? Like the... There's like a chart, and there's like chaotic, neutral, chaotic, evil. It has like a name. I don't remember, but that's what your post reminded me of. Do not redeem it. Me? One day during my gym class, yeah, alignment chart. It was picking a partner to play ball with, and I thought of playing with my friend. His name will be Dom. Hi, Dom. Now me and Dom were playing, and I had to look away for 1 second. Then when I looked back, he was playing with someone else. No! And I yelled, traitor! Out loud and made him cry. I then was telling him to wait. I was joking. Then there was silence until the bell rang for our class. We never talked again. Oh my god, bro was actually a traitor. Why would you not talk again after that? Chat, I thought, I'm gonna say this. I thought that men's relationships were very hard to break. Like this, I feel like with most dude friendships wouldn't end like this. I thought you guys were friends through thick and thin. Like no matter what. Like this is just like, if he's acting like this, he was like kind of a jerk. What the hell? Oh, they were 7. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. When I was in 2nd grade, we had gym class outdoors on the hockey rink. There was a hot house to warm yourself in if you got cold. Wait, they have that? That's real? While in there, a girl I knew came up and asked to skate with me. My pea-sized brain responded with, no, you're way too slow. Was she fucking Sonic? Did Sonic the Hedgehog ask you to go skating? I then hopped out and sped skate around the rink several times, came back, and she was crying. What the hell? She's mad because you mocked her? You mocked her! She insulted you! You deserve to mock her! I don't think that was that bad. You Giga Chat that shit, honestly. That was a Giga Chat move. She called you slow! They called her slow. Oh, you called her slow? Oh, I see. I thought she called you slow. You were Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you say it in the Sonic the Hedgehog voice? Back in middle school, I went on an academic summer camp and I was severely constipated. Oh, hell no. I was severely constipated during the first week. One day, a peer taking the writing class wrote about his real life story and wanted me to read right after I returned from my class. My dump was finally ready to come out after several days, so I joked to him I'd have to take it to the toilet, which wasn't the best choice of words. He was severely offended and refused to talk to me for the rest of camp. His story was about his grandmother who passed away. I also took the fattest shit of my life until then, and his story was so ass, but I felt bad about it. Oh my god. Did you feel bad about it if you still called it ass? Oh my god. Oh my... I see that you didn't mean it that way though, but holy shit. I think that one's just a Pepe Pains for your asshole. That shit definitely was burning on the way out. Yeah, rip your butthole. And rip your friendship. 07s. During high school, a friend of mine was going to move away, and on her last day, she asked me to meet her at the hallway. Then after saying goodbye, she tried to kiss me. I blacked out once I realized it and said, nah, then walked back to class. Oh my god! Nah, miss me with that. Bye. No shot! Oh my god! You said women will not get involved in my high school career. Oh no. I saw a girl. I'm scared. One time, I was alone with the girl at night. I was playing on my tablet, wasn't paying much attention to what she was doing, and she crawls into bed. Out of the blue guy, she goes, just so you know, I'm not wearing anything. I went, that's nice. And kept playing on my tablet. Bro was on Roblox! It wasn't until later I realized she was inviting me to bed with her. I still think of that to this day. Get off of Roblox! Oh my god. Cooked. I really think I need to make that PowerPoint for you guys. I don't know. It wasn't Roblox! Oh, what was it? Simpsons point and click run town. One time I hooked up with a woman in a bathroom. We were just talking about this the other day about going to the bathroom and having sex. I had just met at the same diner. Damn, you couldn't wait! Humana. After we had some fun, she took something out of her pocket. It was her wedding ring. She smiled, put it back on, and said, that was fun, before walking away, pure evil. I didn't even know her name or where she lived. I hope her husband found out that she was unfaithful. Holy shit. That is pretty bad. But honestly, you didn't know, so I wouldn't blame yourself. But damn, that sucks, man. If you're like evil, you could have followed her. Oh yeah, it's like too evil. Like maybe at her table, she was sitting with her man. I don't know. Chad, if you were gonna have sex in the bathroom at an establishment, would you go to the men's restroom or the women's restroom? Oh yeah, they have like the family bathrooms, right? One summer during high school, I went to a summer camp. There was a really cute girl there, and I decided I would try to get her number before the camp ends. Wow! After talking to her, it was clear that her friend attached to her at hip was interested in me, so I got the friend's number and said, damn, you going for the whole squad! I planned on using her friend to get her number. Oh my god! I was young, inexperienced, and immature. After camp, I texted the friend asking for her number and said some cringe shit, basically outing my entire plan. Oh no, bro, that was a horrible play. Holy shit, folded. Oh my god. No way. You even had someone who was interested in you too. Oh, that sucks. I feel like her side of the story could be another submission right after this one. Oh my god. Yeah, you were in like the Bermuda Triangle. 2D chess. Yeah, the long game would have been pretty long though. My freshman year in college, I saw an advertisement for Anime Club and thought I'd try and be social. I did the same thing, brother. On Friday, I head out and walk into the club room and see a bunch of individuals that look somewhat confused looking back at me. I head in anyways and notice that they're already watching something, so I ask what they've been watching before sitting down and pulling out my laptop. They continue to look at me, saying that they're watching Cowboy Bebop. I try to make conversation here and there, but I can still get the feeling that something is off, but figure I'm just being anxious. I get a text message from my friend, and apparently a girl I was into was part of the anime club, and she was asking where I was. I text him back and tell him that if she's not here, but I am, and she should stop by whenever. Riz? After a handful of what feels like awkward hours, Hours? The weekend rolls by. Guys, the weekend is showing up everywhere. He's like a really famous guy. The weekend rolls by and I see my crush again, and I tell her that the club was pretty fun if she decided to join. And she told me that she was there and didn't see me, but shows me a picture of her and a bunch of other people. Uh-oh. And then that was when it hit me. I crashed a random group of people just watching anime who had no fucking clue who I was and tried to make conversation for a solid 2 hours while we watched things. I got the fucking room numbers wrong. I think this is probably the way people expect you to make friends as an adult. They go, it's easy. Just like go up and talk to people. And then this is what happens when you just try to talk to people. My first year of uni, I made friends by going to the school sex toy bingo. What? What school did you go to? What school did you go to? I was working out at the gym, as one does. A woman was coincidentally using machines near me the whole time. Didn't think anything. Oh no, this is gonna go bad. End of workout, I go to the stretch match. She came over and started doing deep squats 10 feet in front of me. Oh my God. I made eye contact with her sweat-stained eye of soul. You did not have to word it like that. I see it in my head. She looked back and saw my face of utter disgust and immediately left. I never saw her at the gym again. Why was she so close to you? I think this was probably one of the worst experiences you could have at the gym. Yeah, you stared at the abyss and it stared back. I was at the gym one time and I broke my butt, so I kind of see that the gym is probably not a good place to talk to people. Proof? I did! I broke my butt! She wanted you to clean her ass. Maybe she did. That is so bad. But either one of you guys would have to not show up again. So since she didn't show up again, then that means that you won. My brother and I were playing around from snowmobiles. I decided to try and imitate water skiing on the snow. Oh no. I tied a rope around the back of my brother's snowmobile, put on skis, and then my brother took off. After 2 minutes of driving around one of my skis in the snow, I ended up folding my knee the wrong way and got dragged for 20 seconds before I noticed. Oh my God, you were in crutches for 10 months? Holy shit. Wait, how old were you? Oh my God. Wait, then you must be really swole on the arms, right? I would be really scared to be on crutches. Is it hard? Like, do you feel like you would get sweaty? I feel like if I just had like stuff like shoved... If I had like stuff like shoved up my armpits all day, I feel like I'd be sweating like crazy. I feel like all my shirts would have like a huge sweat mark. Thank you guys for sharing your stories with me. I had a lot of fun reading them and I appreciate you all very much.